here are some changes that I made to my giant pickup coils that I have on the beam. There's the high coil and the low coil. So here's the circuit. We got 4 capacitors, 4 diodes, and a bunch of wire. I also got these, I can't remember what these are called, these little terminals that the RCA plugs just plug into. It's soldered right onto the board. So let's go upstairs and see what it sounds like. I hear buzzing. Plug this one in. Yeah, the buzzing got a lot deeper. We connected it up like that without the circuit board. You can also see how I've added capacitors to the coils. I have one end of the coil going to the center copper conductor of the RCA cable, and I have the capacitor going to the shield wire and ground. The capacitors just completely isolate the entire length of wire from ground and the shield, basically keeping all the electrons inside the wire. But the smallest capacitors I could find in my parts bin on it, you don't want them to be very big because it'll change the signal. We're watching prototyping one-on-one with Bryan Ropar. Let's hook it up unassisted and see what it does. Yeah, the buzzing's not as deep, you can hear it. Take a look at this circuit. You have the high coil with its few amount of turns and its capacitor, and you have the low coil with its many turns and its capacitor. You have your diodes facing apart like this, and you have your capacitors, which are all the same size. It can be non-polarized, or polarized would be that way. Positive this way, positive this way, positive this way, positive this way. So you got these capacitors on the coils going to ground in the shielded conductor. There it is, going to the ground in the shielded conductor. They also connect to the center of the capacitors. Ground and negative also goes to these ends of the diodes and these ends of the speakers like that. These coils both put out alternating current the way they are. And these diodes, these facing this way and these facing that way, they double the voltage and turn it into DC. So you have positive coming from the low coil and going to positive on the speaker like that. And you have positive from the high coil coming over here and going to the positive on this speaker, the left speaker. Just a simple signal doubler. And it requires no batteries to make the signal twice as strong.